Hi guys, how are you doing? This is your girl Beth Awino coming to you live from Kenya. Excited to be home. And today guys, I have a guest, a special guest. I've known this guest for quite a long time, and she's going to share with us some of insights about insurance. I know most of people have different mentality about insurance, but she's going to enlighten us. She's going to give us a reason why you should take an insurance. Okay, I'm now introducing my guest. Everybody.
Yes, hi everyone.
Yes,
My name is Veronica Kirsten Imali. I'm a friend of Beth, and I'm an insurance girl. I breathe, eat, live insurance. I'm a financial advisor with an insurance company.
okay, so we're just going to have a conversation. I'm going to ask Veronica a few questions about insurance. So Veronica, you have tell us, how did you come to this insurance world?
Space.
Yes, how, when, and why?
I would say I got into this space accidentally or perchance. I was working in the corporate world, and a brother-in-law of mine sent me to a guy in insurance, and for some strange reason he thought I could sell insurance. So that is how I got into this space. I didn't know much about insurance then, but of course that company at that particular time really knew how to train. So I got into that training class, and I really loved insurance because now I had information about insurance that I didn't have. And that is how I got into this space, and I love it.
Ah, nice. Okay, so how many insurance companies have you worked for since then? And how many years has it been since you came into this insurance?
This is my 14th year.
What?
Imagine. Time rushes.
Time. What?
I worked that organization that I'm talking about. I worked with them for 10 years. And then 4 years ago, I joined this space because we look for greener pastures.
True.
And not that that insurance company was bad. It was okay. Their products were good. But I got to know about this. There was a new insurance company in this country, and the fact that it's global, I thought it was a better place to move to because of their products that they have, and in terms of returns and insurance benefit. And of course, for most of us, when you're told insurance, the kind of mentality we've had in Kenya is that insurance people are con, they're fraudulent, they're just after people's money. But when you get into the space, you realize there's no one who should live without insurance. Why? Because we all need insurance. We need insurance at home. We need insurance in the space that we live. Mostly because we never know about, it's only God who knows about tomorrow. We never know about tomorrow. And we need to plan.
Yeah, sure.
And all of us will need that planning because we have goals and dreams in life that we would want to achieve. And the only way we can achieve these goals is by planning. So planning for the future, planning for the present, and that is the space we are in.
Yeah, sure. So, can you change that mentality of people having a negative mentality about insurance? What can you tell them? What are the benefits of having insurance?
Okay.
That mentality, yes.
Insurance basically is just security or protection against a future risk. And it has some aspect of planning in it. Because there are those dreams and goals that we have in life. And we would want to do certain things, probably here and now, but we don't have the funds to do it. Insurance products actually allows us to plan based on their timing. So you can decide, I want to do certain things in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years. Or even after, because we have products that are geared towards education policies for people with kids. We have products that are geared towards our personal growth. And personal growth can be even those goals that we have in life. And you have products that are geared towards retirement, and we all need them because this energy that we have now, we may not have it in the next 10, depending on where you are in life and your age, we may not have it in the next 10, 20, 15, 30 years because we not have the energy, but we'll have this time to save for that time when it comes. So you can actually put money aside with a few of the future in place, but you also need to put something aside for people depending on you. And insurance also has wealth management products that will cater for our dependents. People are depending on us. Should anything happen, I am here today. Should anything happen to me tomorrow, I know there's something that I've left for people who are depending on me. Because if I don't, then they'll go to the streets. And that's why a lot of the people that we see on the streets is because they did not have either that aspect of planning or they didn't have the knowledge. And I think in Kenya we're in a space whereby we do not have the knowledge to put something aside for us, either for us or for our dependents, for future use. So we have products that can take care of these people that are depending on us, and we have products that can take care of us in the time to come in future.
Okay.
So that is where we are. So we tell people, for those who don't have knowledge on information on insurance and what insurance can do for you, this is a place that you should be. And it's important that each and every one of us has an insurance put in place. It doesn't matter for how much, because we all have also different capabilities. But we have products in the market that can cater for each of us. So you don't wait for a time when you have a lot of money to do these things. You can start from where you are in your own small way and grow with it.
Actually, that was my question. Somebody might ask, like, what's the minimum I can have to get off an insurance, to start an insurance? Yeah, that was my question. Maybe is there a minimum, is there a standard amount, or can you just clarify on that?
All insurance products have minimums, but your minimum actually depends on you and the things that you want to accomplish in life. So there's that minimum that the company has put in place for you, depending on which company you're working with. But there's also that you want to do in life. So if you're looking at certain things to do and you have a target in life, those targets, we call them sum assured. If you have a target in life, then we can work with you depending on where you are to tell you that if you are to get to this target, this is how much you're supposed to put aside every month to be able to achieve that target.
Okay.
And that the other thing in insurance is that for most people you think, I'll put in my money and I'll get nothing at the end of the day. Which is a myth that you would want to demystify. There's no one who takes an insurance product that will lose, because that whatever you're taking must achieve a certain perspective or a target that you have in life. So it must achieve that goal that you have, that if I want to take my kids to school, then I need to put aside money that will cater for that, whether I'm there or not. And the bit with insurance companies is that at a time when something happens to you, in times of unfortunate things happening to you, it actually stands in for you to make sure that you achieve those goals that you had foreseen when you're starting this savings. We call them savings, but the insurance savings, because they have a life aspect in it. It takes care of critical illnesses. It will take care of critical illnesses or terminal illnesses. It will take care of permanent disabilities. It will take care of even a death, things that happen to us in life that we do not see coming. So should it happen to me and I have these people depending on me, or it's happening to me and there's an illness, I know the insurance will definitely step in for me, because where I am now, we pay something at the end, at a time when it happens, but we also make sure that the monies that we had promised you when you're coming on board, because it's guaranteed, you will still either get it at the end of the maturity period, or your next of kin will get that money at the end of the maturity period.
Okay.
So it's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation, yes. But is there something you give to, like, to assure someone they will get back their money?
Yes.
What is that?
Yes, and especially in Kenya, we're living in a space where you cannot trust someone until they give you something that will assure you that you're doing these things. So for us, there's a contract document that we give you. We call that a policy document that states whatever you've taken, the kind of payments that you expect, and when you expect it. So it's actually guaranteed and is assured, and it's a contract that cannot be bleached. It's actually a contract.
So that contract is a legal document?
It is a legal document.
Okay.
It is a legal document.
Okay. And what are the requirements for you to join? Maybe age-wise, or some requirements for you to start off?
We don't ask of much. We will ask of your identification. So it can be either an identity card, or it can be a passport, or any other document that you have that can identify you when you're coming on board. Legally here we'll need your PIN document, PIN copy. We actually just ask for the number.
The KRA.
The KRA PIN.
Kenya Revenue
Authority PIN.
Yes.
Because we are authorized, but also we are regulated by KRA. And we'll ask for your proof of account to make sure that this person, to just affirm this person is coming on board and they have the capability to continue with this kind of savings.
And once someone comes on board, what are methods of payment? Yes.
Method of payments are, we give you actually an option. You can either decide to pay by M-Pesa. M-Pesa is an app on a payment app on your phone. You can decide to do a bank direct debit, which is cheaper than a standing order. Or you can decide to do a check-off, which is a salary deduction payment that comes from your employer if you are in this country. If you're outside the country, you can either decide to have an account in Kenya. You can either decide that money comes from your account, or you pay by any other method of transferring money from wherever you are. So it can be an M-Pesa if you're in a country that allows you to use M-Pesa. It can be an EFT, or it can be any other. Now we have so many ways of sending money, so it can be any other way of sending money from where you are to the Kenyan account or the Kenyan employer. So we also give you either the account that you need to send that money to, or we can pick that money from your account if you authorize us, and the forms that you can fill to authorize to pick that money from your account.
Okay, and the period, like for example, let's say, can you do a comparative between an investment policy and an insurance policy in terms of returns and in terms of also the period it can take to mature?
Periods also vary depending on your age and how long you'd want this thing to run. If it's an education policy, then we'll pay it on the age of the child. If it's a personal savings, we look at your age, but you tell us how long you want to save. If it's for money that you put aside for people depending on you, there are also periods, and you can decide to pick which period that you think is suitable for you. One of the beauty of some of the products that we have is that you can do it for a period of time, and you like the wealth management period, whereby you leave it to your next of kin or the people that are depending on you. You can do a period of time, but you remain on cover until something happens for those dependents to be paid, and something happening is a death. Because if you're alive, probably you can look after them and look after them very well. In your absence, it's where probably they'll struggle. And so you put aside something that should anything happen to you as the person saving, then there's something will fall back to. If you're looking at probably the education policies, we know education in this country is very expensive. And we also know that you'd want to give your child the best gift that you will, which is a good education. So depending also on your capability, you can decide to have a child who's probably 1 year. For our education system, that is a 17-year term, plus the 4 years that they are at home, so that is a 20-year term. So depending on where you are in the age of the child, you pick the age, the term, the period, and we work with that period. The beauty with this product is also is that if you're looking at an education policy, it can pay you up to 9 times. So the parent will choose, do I need this money while this child is still in primary school? Or do I need it in secondary and high school? And now we agree and form based on what you think is good for you.
Is there minimum and maximum?
Minimum is 10 years, maximum is 20 years for an education policy. There's a product that is 5 to 10 years. There's a product that is like the wealth management product is in categories. You can decide to do a 10-year term, 15-year term, 20 up to age 60, up to age 65, or the whole of life.
So all the policies, most of the minimum is 10 years.
There's one that is 5 years. The geared towards the older people, or someone who just want to put money together so that they can have a lump sum to do something with it. So it would range from 5 years to 20 years, depending on where you are and the kind of product that you pick.
Okay.
So because the products are different.
Guys, hope you have heard. If you have any question, please you can leave in the comment section. Veronica, do you think there is something you have left that you need to know?
Just to encourage us, a lot of us think insurance products are not good for them. In my view, I think everyone needs an insurance product, irrespective of where you are. For yourself, for people depending on you, and for those things that we have that we must do, because we all have goals and dreams in life that we want to work with to make our lives better and possible. So it's important that we plan and do something that will come in handy for us. So just encourage everyone. And the beauty also with the products where I am, with the company that I'm working with, any product that you pick will give you bonuses at the end of the year that accumulate and are paid with the last payment. Yes.
Oh, nice. Guys, hope you have learned something. Hope you have changed your mentality about insurance. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section. Veronica will be here to answer us. And share this video widely. Comment, subscribe if you haven't. Okay? See you in our next video.
Bye.